Hello everybody. Okay, now it's normal. I was trying to record before and there was something strange going on with my camera. So I'm here today because I wanted to show you really quick. I've been having loads of fun making my own prompt cards because I am having difficulty in wanting to do an art journal. So I started making them myself too. And these are some of them. And I'm going to show you really quick how I went about these. There's a nice glossy finish. I used triple thick varnish from DecoArt on this. And all the same flowers, just different colors. Let me see. Oh, this is another one. And I used different products as well too. So my three products were Magicals from Lindy Stamp King. This one here, I'm talking about the backgrounds, was actually done with Perfect Pearls, and it was a bit difficult to, it's like I had to do it in so many layers. It wasn't nicely pigmented like the, like the primary elements or the Magicals from Lindy Stamp King, which I would do, right away. So I'm just gonna I want to do another page because I want to do more art cards. And here I think I get 9 of them. So what I'm using, I'm not going to go through all of them, but they're pretty much all the same. I use the same stamp, the same floral stamp for all of them, which this floral stamp is done with glimmer paints, or metallic paints. I'm sorry, metallic paints. And that I'm going to show to you after while we're waiting for this to dry. So what I actually did was what you guys do with your brushes, pretty much. So I got 3 colors here, I'm going to tell you the 3 colors. One is Black Orchid. I want to try that at the end. This one is Pretty Peridot. And this one is Rose Gold. Okay, so these are the 3 colors. I might add some other color in. I have a couple of colors here. I'm not sure yet. So I'm going to go from... just sprinkle it on. Oh no, I'm sorry. You see, I forgot to wet the page. So I'm just going to wet it really quick now. I should have done that before. I love this color. Okay, and I'll continue with this. And I'm going to have to add more water after as well too. But wetting the page helps it all stick right away. And it's not like it, just in case somebody walks by or the window would be open, it's not going to blow all over the place. I'm going to try with the Rose Gold now. And I'm going to add water now because I want to see how these 2 colors combine first, and then decide what color I want to add, if it's actually going to be the Black Orchid or not. And that's how I go about things. I just, don't pick out the colors yet. I want to see how they're going to look together. I want to see how they're going to look together. This is actually watercolor paper from Tiger. It's a store that we have here in Europe, and it's not the best quality. I would guess it's not the best quality. I'm not an expert on it, so I wouldn't really, I'm going to wet it again, and I want to put more Rose Gold. And I'm going to wet it again. They're so pigmented. I do really, really, really enjoy working with these primary elements. They're really, really nice to work with. And actually, last time I made an order, maybe the second last time I made an order, I finally bought the Bind and Resist thing. I have to actually look it up and see exactly how. Well, I have been adding it to it as in like a paint, and you add equal parts, but using it as a resist, I still don't know how to use it, so I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm just gonna give it a quick dry, but yeah, I think I'm gonna add the Black Orchid. So Yeah, this color here is just gorgeous because you get 2 or 3 different colors out of it, and it's just beautiful. It's just gorgeous. It reminds me of one of my colors that I have with the Magicals, the Lindy Stamp Gang. So I'm going to be using this Black Orchid, which is a very intense color. It's beautiful. This was one of my last. It's so funny because I ordered this color and the Bind It All, and that's all I ordered from the Primary Elements in the last order I did. And what do? They gift me because they'll send you a little gift. They sent me another one of these, so I have 2 of them now. But hey ho, it's powder. It's not going to go bad. Look at how intense this color is. It's just gorgeous. It looks like a real dark purpley, and look at the way it comes out. Just beautiful. Okay, you'll probably hear my son talking in the background. Okay, add more water. Now look at that. Isn't that pretty? At this point, when I wipe it down, when I pick up most of the water, I'm probably going to add more green. But isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. Sorry, I'm going off camera here. There. Is that good? Yes, it is. Now, I was playing around with the camera because I'm trying to figure out, I know with this camera, apparently I can go live with this camera. It's a camcord. Is it called a camcord too? Anyways, I heard that I can go live with my camera that I have. So while I was playing with it, I found the brightness button on it. So I'm hoping that my video is going to come out brighter. I will see it after. I haven't tried it out yet, but I will see it after. So I'm going to add more green because it needs it. Look at that. I love the way they come out, but they completely change colors. It's incredible. It's magical. That's what it is. If I remember, I'll show you the journal pages that I have been doing. Okay, so I'm just gonna pick up a bit of this, and I'm using these tissues. I'm keeping these tissues because look at that. Look at that goodness that's on there. And just like kind of use them as, like, see here, I'm just gonna unravel it, and I hang it over here over my light thing. Oops, it fell. Oh dear, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I use them up again. They're beautiful as, you know, collage. Look at that. Why waste that beautiful color? And I like the fact that I'm doing it with a very fine tissue instead of a paper towel because it comes out even nicer on the page. It's like using a piece of tissue paper when you're collaging with tissue paper. So I don't know if I want to continue. I look at the other colors that I have here. So I have, I'm wondering about this one here. This is pumpkin. No, I don't want orange. I might put some of this on. I'm just going to try a little corner of this color, and I'll tell you right away what it is as soon as I get my, or it's called Carmen, and this is a really intense red. So I'm going to put some water here on my white spots of the page. And start again. This looks like a rusty kind of color here, but then it turns into this beautiful, vibrant red color. So I can't find Brushos here, or you know, those kind of brushos. I think there's those powder pigments that everybody's using them right now, but there's 2 or 3 different types that I've seen going around. Oh, Lindy's Stamp Gang even came out with a type as well too, that, you know, come out of a little bottle. You can like a shaker bottle. But I'm perfectly fine with these ones here. They do the trick. It's what those do exactly. So I stopped looking for them, and I just picked up more colors of these in the meantime because I can find them. So yeah, that turned into a very vibrant red, but that's fine with me. See that? So I'm going to give this a little dry, and then I'll set it aside, and we'll go on to the next step of, you know, how I got my cards like that. Turn it over. Yeah, I'm not an expert on watercolor paper. It's all new to me. So I'm assuming, like, it costs very little, this pad. This is it right here. Watercolor paper. There's the Brain, you know, the store's name, Tiger. And it's a very interesting store. You find, you know, cute stuff in there. Okay, so this I'm going to just set aside for now. And I'm going to get, I had a piece of paper here. Where did it go? Just a normal piece of paper. And now I'm looking at the color, but I don't decide the metallic paints until I'm finished with this. And then I decide what colors I want to use the flowers for. So I'm going to pick, I haven't used a nice blue yet. Now these are all from, some of them are from DecoArt. Most of them are from DecoArt. I'm going to use this ice blue, and this one from an Italian company. It's more of a lighter blue. These are always metallic. And what else could I use? Yeah, you know what? I'll just use this one here. That'll go fine. Yeah. Okay. So the colors are from DecoArt: Silver Sage. These are all metallics. Ice Blue. And then the company that I'm using. Ooh, that's sticky. Let me get a baby wipe. Something to wipe it off. That's really sticky. Something. There we go. Okay. So here instead, the only thing that I do here is just have fun. And I start yeah, this is an old paint, really old, and it's not coming out. Coming out in globs. Yeah, I'm gonna have to unscrew this after and see if it's I'm just gonna add a bit of water and just like I just spread it around any which way. Okay, I'm gonna add some of this ice blue. My son is singing in the background. Rosario, io sto registrando, mamma. It's okay. Okay. And just gonna rinse that up. this one. And I'm wondering if I should add something on purple side. I'm not sure. It doesn't have to look nice at all. It's when you cut the flowers that it just looks beautiful. I want to see if I can get some of this out here. Oh, nice combination of colors though. So I'm going to dry this now. Nice and metallic. Look at that. That shine. Yeah, I'm going to have to check out those paints. I'm finding something sticky on them. Okay, I'm going to set this aside. There we go. And another napkin. I'm going to have to cut this sheet now. That's why I want to dry it well. Okay, move those away, and I'm just going to get my cutting. There we go. Okay. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, so I'm going to start cutting from here. And actually, today I was watching a video. I can't remember who it was. They were doing a VR for Aunt Becky. And she was doing them 3 by 4, I think the measurement was. I, on the other hand, have been cutting them. I thought they were, I was pretty sure that everybody was doing them more or less ATC size. So I've been cutting them ATC sizes. So that would be 2.5 by 3.5. Another one. 2.5. And I have to say that I bought this cutter maybe 2 years ago, and it's been working really good for me. I don't think I even changed the blades yet. Okay, I'm going to send it in all at once and cut it at, sorry you guys aren't seeing this. I have it down here, cutting the pieces at 3.5. They're still a bit damp, huh? The paper's still a bit damp. 3.5. And another cut of 3.5. Okay. So there are my okay, so what I did here instead, so these are all cut, ready to go. And what I did here instead was I got this beautiful stand by, a while back I had shown this this haul that I did, that I found all these on sale. And I got these dilution stamps. It's called Fancy Floral. They're really cool. I really, really like them a lot. So I was using the smaller flower, these ones here, and the leaves. So I'll set the leaves aside for now. And get a block here. And my Archival ink. Oh dear. Okay, I'm just going to do a couple for now so that way I can show you guys really quick how I did mine. I'm going to just stamp these two here now. On some of the cards, I didn't even bother. I just stamped directly on top of them. There's some of them that are just only stamped, always with the same flowers. Okay, now I need a pair of scissors. I'm going to have to use these little kitty scissors because I brought my good ones over there. Yeah, this paper is still damp, you guys. But I just want to do one for the sake of it. So, stamping and then just cutting around it. Not being perfect, actually I leave a little bit of paper around the design because they, you know, these flowers are like, they look like the scribbly flowers. Okay. Oh, it's gotten really, really hot here all of a sudden. We're having heat waves. It's like at 35. It was 35 apparently during the night. Today it was going up to 30. But you know what? It's not going to last not this time of year at least. It's going to get warmer, yeah, but not this heat, not this type of heat. So there's one of my flowers. And this is what it's going to look like on top of here. I would have preferred the more green in the flowers, but that's okay because I can paint another page with more greens and then, you know, do it. So what I would do here is paste this on. I was using stick glue for that. Actually, this one here. Just stick it on. Yeah, I wanted, because I came up with more ideas on more prompts. Those cards are about almost 40, I think. So I was thinking another 8, 9 would do me just fine to do the other prompts that I want to write down. Because I'm remembering them little by little. Cut this piece off. And I can always use this piece on another card in the corner here. So after that, now on some of them I was stamping the leaves as well. And on some of them instead I was stamping them directly on here. So I would get my block again. And stamp this sleeve. I really, really like this stamp set. And just stamp some leaves on it. Any which way. Any which way. There we go. Okay. And there's one of them. And then I would seal it with varnish. Isn't that pretty? Okay, we'll do another one of this small one here. Yeah, these scissors, no good. I gotta buy scissors desperately, you guys. And I lost my my fabric scissors. I can't find. I think they got mixed up, and I've used them elsewhere. So I think I'm gonna have to buy a pair. They weren't expensive scissors, but I think I'm gonna have to buy a new pair of scissors just for fabric, because I'm working on fabric a lot lately too. Okay, so there is another one. And I'm just going to stick the glue on. Now I let them dry really good before I put the varnish on, because they're always, well, at least this one here, the background is always, you know, it could be activated with water again, the powders. So you have to be careful on what you do there. So I'm just going to add some more leaves. Like I said, I could paint, you know, nice paper with green colors and cut the leaves out as well. This one didn't stick. Thought it had enough glue. I just don't want to waste it. There, and that's another one. Aren't they just pretty and vibrant? And yeah. So, those are the cards. And when I turn off the video, I'll probably finish them off. And these instead are they here? Yeah, okay, so recently I have been doing some art journal pages, and something's not letting go. Okay. And, okay, where's my other thing that I was looking for now? Where'd it go? I had to find that little book. Anyways, I think I've shown this one here. This was an art journal prompt, Wink 1, January 2017 by Nina Ribena. I have to write her name on the back so that way I remember. And because I was just doing them on papers like this, I'm going to start attaching them with just the rings for now, and that's it. This one is Pick a Stick January. January the 1st, so yeah, I think that was from, you see there's even real leaves in there. Oh dear, Pick a Stick, Pick a Stick. You know, the Pick a Stick challenge group on Facebook with Peg and Sherry and, oh dear, there's somebody else. I'm so sorry, I can't remember. Anyways, this one was done from Crystal Dragonfly. It was always January as well too. This one, I had started off as a prompt and it went bad. It just didn't go well. So I kind of left that out. It was my own prompt. This is another one. So this was the one that when I first did my cards, I pulled out these cards. Use silks, tissue paper, emboss, draw, picture or cut picture, and that's where I did the duck. Use lace, and I used it on his head. And make lines, and I did that. Use sponge, and I did that. Use foil, and I did the butterflies with foil. It's really cool. And use paint, and I did that as well too. This was the embossing I did. I embossed some dots, which didn't really come out all that good. And then used dimensional paints, and I did that at the end as well too. This is another one that I was just passing my time doing it. And I really liked the monochromatic art journal challenge that Nina Ribena did, and I tried it with this one jelly print that had more than one color, because monochromatic would be, you know, using one color or more. I think it says or more. Now let me see if I can find, oh, there it is. Okay. So what I did with Nina's challenge was I did it here first, not liking how it turned out. And then I thought, well, why don't I use the beautiful book that I got from her? So this is one that I did with, whatchamacallit, week 17. This was April. And this is magazine clippings. And what you're seeing here is this painting here, which I can't remember the name of the painter, but it's this lady with the umbrella. And these clippings are actually, I got them from my kids' old art books. It's actually the painting that, you know, the picture of the painting. And I cut it in pieces and put it down like this because I really liked the way she had done hers in pieces. I loved the magazine clippings that she had. So I wanted to try that as well too. And then I was just starting a little background here, and that's it. That's where I've gotten. But I'm going to try to remember, if I'm doing Nina's challenges, I'm going to do them in here from now on. So that way I have them, you know, because I don't do them every month, but I try to. So, yeah, I think that's all I've been doing. Then I've been playing around with this, but I've used up already most of the pages. So this was an old book that we had from my kids' schools, where there would be the permission to go on school trips, or, you know, it was something that it had his name in here. It was from his school, and it was empty. And I think back then he had lost it, and they had to give him another one. So I've been just trying, you know, spraying colors because I want to use up my sprays, and starting to stamp. Now, if I want this, see what I did here was I didn't use these pages in the back because it was useless using them if, you know, if I'm going to use this side, why paint this side here? So when I need this, I'm just going to rip it out and use it. And I like the background, you know, where there's the writing and things like that. And these are other stamps that I got from her that I haven't used yet. You know, I got it. I'm trying to get this stuff out. That's another page that I use, the dilution sprays. No, I'm sorry. These are Deco Art sprays. This was another one. These, I think these were dilution sprays as well too. So yeah, I'm trying to use up this stuff. And, you know, these were just plain acrylic paints. And when I need a page, a background or something, I'm just going to grab one of these and, you know, start with something if I need them. And, you know, I get rid of this little booklet that I have been having laying around since, 2010. Yeah, like it's 7 years old already. My son is already graduated. He doesn't even go to school anymore. So yeah, okay, you guys. So these are my my art cards that I'm having a ball making, and who knows, I will do a video on, you know, one of my art prompts, just to, you know, play around. I hope everybody has a great day, and thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.